Hello everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video we'll be going through a contents review of the high-grade Gundam Legilis, and this was from Mobile Suit Gundam Age, released by Bandai back in 2012. Flipping back to the vegan side of things, despite the fact it is sporting a more traditional Gundam colour scheme. The Gundam Legilis has a contents review. So the box is sadly flat packed, but this video will just go through everything that was included in the box. And because I remember, I'll also have a link to the Legilis and other high-grade age kits over at Hobbylink Japan, if there is something here that strikes your fancy. Now, this was released a decade ago. I actually have built a Legilis. In fact, I've built two. Well, I was going to say Legolas, but that's weird. The retail version, which is in a more traditional white, red, yellow and blue Gundam scheme, and then there is the P Bandai variant, which was the Memory of Eden OVA variant, which is more in a red motif, a la Char and his Zaku, but obviously more for Zehart in his more red and black type scheme. But anyway, this is the retail release. So here is the front. There's Zehart, and I can't remember his name because it's been a while. Line art of the front of the Legilis, and there's more of the animated art for it, and it's equivalent to bits, I guess. From the back of the model, bit of a pose of the model, other members of the vegan forces. So there's the fascia, which I have built before, and this is a bit of a recolor of the Zadra? No, not the Zadra. The other one, which one I forget, but anyway. Now, in terms of arc, the Legilis came out for the 3rd/4th arc, probably more the 4th arc. So we now have the Age of X, the H2 Dark Hound, and obviously a adult version of Asumu. The Garaga, not the Zadra. So that was Zehart's previous suit before he moved to the Legilis. So here we have the Legilis, some mechanics behind it. You can have two different visor types, the more traditional vegan, more traditional Gundam. It has this weird escape mechanism where the cockpit will effectively fly away. And we have some different weapons, the rifle, a beam cannon within the chest, the usual vegan armaments in the hands, beam saber, tail weapon, shield, etc. So it's actually a very well armed suit. In the bottom here, color guide, you'll notice a lot of these are within the traditional colors of a Gundam. Parts list, there is a few. So A, 2 B's and a C, T, E and F, which will become smaller runners, SB runner, and the Ono polycap. In terms of build, straightforward as always. Torso, the head. If I remember correctly, you'll have to pick between options in terms of stickers, subject to how you want the eyes to appear. Arms, which are normal, so left and right. attach them to the upper body, do the feet, the legs, the waist, put that all together, the tail and the back wings, attach that together, the main rifle, the shield, and we also have some details about the escape mechanism. Now the rifle I believe will be in the one colour, so there will be some colour inaccuracies with the rifle, given it is sporting a bit of that white coverings in certain areas. So that was the manual. Looking at the foil stickers, so it's not a big sheet, but it's not a small sheet either compared to some of the previous vegan sets, as well as the previous grunt suits and things we've been looking at. Bit of color correcting, bit of backing the visors, which you can see in the bottom right, and some other color correcting stickers. Now, try and race through these runners. So, runner A, all in white, a lot of external armor, the tail, main component of the shield, wings, that I believe might be the legs. More legs down here I believe. But I do like how some of these sections have the actual cutouts that you put in the venting, which is really cool. So that was a runner. Looking at B, so we have two Bs, or not to be, with B2 being a functional copy of the top of B1. So this will be waist, head, arms, and obviously put the functional copy to make sure you have both a left and a right arm. So that's in white. Moving to C, which I'll do this way. So C is in that, not grey, but more of the black. So more of your internals, your joints. As I mentioned earlier, there's the rifle in the one flat colour, so these external parts will need some extra work to be put in white. That was the C runner. And some of the smaller runners, we have D, which will be in yellow. So a lot of your your vegan venting, but obviously throwing in the traditional colour scheme of Gundam. So there should be some nice lining in opportunities there. Moving to E runner. So this is now in red. Just a few red bits here. Top of the feet, I believe, shield, and probably parts of the head. So that's E in red. Moving to F runner, this is now in blue, so this will just be some parts on the main torso, so the front, and probably parts of the back to wrap around. That's in a nice blue. Going through to the SB6 runner, so beam saber effects, circular bottoms, I was going to say smaller blade, but maybe shorter blade would be the better way of saying that. Although there are shorter ones, and that's in that nice translucent type yellow. So there's those, and lastly, in that black again, we have the PC001, the Ono polycaps. That's pretty cool. So that pretty much brings us to the end of the contents review for the Gundam Legilis. Definitely a few runners there, although some of them are smaller to account for some of the colour variation and just some of the few pieces that are in different colours. But yes, having built it not once but twice before in two different colour motifs, it is a fun kit to build. Definitely a nice hybrid of looking like a Gundam, but keeping some of the vegan motifs and visual aesthetics about it. But yes, it'll definitely be very fun. I do actually need to double check the first one that I did in the white scheme, how I did the eyes. I want to say I've done them as Gundam eyes and not vegan eyes. Back in the days when I would literally buy an additional kit just for any weird variations. But who hasn't done it, to be honest? As I said at the beginning of the video, there'll be a few links to HobbyLink as well, if you want to possibly look at picking one up. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Check out my Instagram account if you want some extra content. Thanks again for your support to help grow this channel. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.